Liverpool just won the Premier League, but they haven't lifted the Champions League since 2019. So today, I will be taking over Liverpool using new transfers like Frimpong and Florian Wirtz to not only win them the Champions League, but complete their first ever treble and make them one of the greatest teams of all time. And so far this season, Liverpool have made 2 transfers, an 84 rated Jeremy Frimpong and of course an 89 overall Florian Wirtz. But even with those 2 signings, I don't think they would be the favorites to win a treble, let alone a Champions League, because of the overall ratings of the team. And not only that, we only have 62 million. That is not enough to sign the superstars that we need. So we're definitely gonna need to sell some players. But before we can sell a bunch of players and sign superstars we need, let's go ahead and make our debut as Liverpool manager and try to win the Community Shield. And now it's Robertson gives it to Diaz, who finds Florian Wirtz on his debut, and already 11 minutes in, we take the lead 1-0. And now it's Mohamed Salah on the ball once again, gives it into Luis Diaz, who finds Florian Wirtz through ball into Diego Jota with a finish, and Wirtz gets another, and Wirtz gets his first assist at the club, 2-0 in the first half. Gravenberch gives it into Mohamed Salah. Salah does find Diego Jota, who gives it to Luis Diaz into Florian Wirtz with a finish. He gets his second, 3-0. This team is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to sign more players. And Virgil van Dijk lifts the Community Shield. We win our first trophy. However, it's only Crystal Palace, the opponents, who will get harder from here. But of course, we're signing more superstars. And here's every single player we will be selling this season. And that is because either they don't fit the team or they're also going to be leaving in real life. With the 2 main players being Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott, I don't want to lose either, but they're probably leaving in real life. And it seems like Jerome Kwanzaa is on his way to Leverkusen. However, not only that, we will be losing Konate next season, as he wants to go to Real Madrid at the end of his contract. So we're gonna need to replace him next year. And we have successfully sold every single player we had on the transfer list, which has given us lots and lots of funds to spend on superstars. And now with 268 million, let's sign the superstars, as the goal this season is to win the Champions League. And the first player I'm bringing in for 67 million and 83 overall, Milos Kerkez. He is about to join Liverpool in real life, and of course, I'm bringing him in. And my second signing is a bit controversial for 67 million plus Federico Chiesa. I am bringing in Anthony Gordon, who becomes the most hated man at Everton and joins Liverpool. And my next signing, we all know Liverpool need a world-class striker, and for 60 million plus Cody Gakpo, we have signed an 87 rated Alexander Isak. Yes, I've done a lot of swap deals, but we need these superstars to win the Champions League. And the final signing we are bringing in for 48 million, my favorite player, Tyler Dibling, 79 overall. He's going to be the backup to Mohamed Salah and Anthony Gordon. And now this is what the squad is looking like for the 25-26 season. Let's try and win the Champions League. But it's time to test out this brand new team in the first game of the Champions League group stage against AC Milan. And as this game is getting kicked off, I forgot to mention, not only do I want to win the treble with Liverpool, I also want to have 2 different Ballon d'Or winners that represent the Reds. But immediately here come AC Milan, and Santiago Jimenez looking for the shot. Konate makes a great tackle. And now it's Rafael Leao on the ball, somebody we could have signed for the left mid, but I went for Gordon instead. It falls into Fofana. We missed the ball. Lays it up into Gabriel with a block. But Santiago Jimenez puts it in. We go 1-0 down against Milan. And now here comes Florian Wirtz on the ball, looking for an opportunity. Gives it into Alexander Isak. Cuts inside to his left foot. Have a finish. Isak gets saved by Mainan. And now it's Anthony Gordon on the ball. Gives it into Mohamed Salah. Salah gives it back into Anthony Gordon. And now it's Anthony Gordon. Finds his ex-Newcastle teammate Alexander Isak. It hits the crossbar. Come on, Isak. But here comes Samuel Chukwueze. Come on, Milos Kerkez. We signed you for a reason. And it's a great tackle. But no, it falls back into Jimenez. And it goes in. 2-0 down. This is not good. We spent 200 million to be 2-0 down. Come on, man. And now it's Florian Wirtz on the ball. We need a goal, and we need it now to kickstart this remontada. It falls into Alexander Isak, and he puts it away finally after hitting the crossbar. Let's start this remontada. And now it's Chukwueze on the ball. Gets rid of Milos Kerkez, and it's a finesse by Alisson. Keeps us in this game. But now it's AC Milan. Santiago Jimenez is on a hat-trick. Alisson again with a brilliant save. And it's across it by Ismael Benacer. It falls into Santi Jimenez once again, who gives it to Chukwueze. Florian Wirtz with a brilliant tackle. Let's go on his counter. It's a through ball into Anthony Gordon. He's 1v1 against Mike Mainan. He has to score this. Anthony Gordon 1v1 with the finish. It's 2-2 right before halftime. We have equalized the game. And now it's Jeremy Frimpong on the ball. Finds Florian Wirtz, who finds Mohamed Salah. And here comes King Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king. It's still Salah on the ball. We're looking for a third goal of this game with a finesse, and Mainan with a brilliant save. Mohamed Salah on the corner now, crosses it in. Can he find Ibrahima Konate with the bicycle kick and falls into Isak? No, No, the defender clears it. Mohamed Salah with the corner once again. It falls into Virgil van Dijk, the captain. It goes wide. AC Milan have a corner. If we concede, they take the lead once again. Gordon gets the ball, and now it's Mohamed Salah. Can he get rid of all these defenders? He gets rid of 2 so far, and here comes Mohamed Salah on the ball. Is he faster than Theo Hernandez? It seems to be that he is. It's still Mohamed Salah. Cuts inside. Who is he going to find here? It's still Mohamed Salah. Gives it to McAllister, who finds Anthony Gordon, who gives it to Alexander Isak to score the winner, and no, it hits the post again. Come on, Isak. Anthony Gordon gives it into Florian Wirtz, and now it's Florian Wirtz on the ball, through ball into Alexander Isak. We need a winner. Cuts inside, finesse, and it goes in finally. Isak gets a second and potentially the winner of this game. And the referee blows the whistle. We get our first 3 points of the Champions League season. Surely we should be able to qualify for the next round, whether it's the round of 16 or the playoffs. And we've arrived to the end of the group stages as we finish in second place and Roma, surprisingly, in first. As in the round of 16, we will be facing Borussia Dortmund. That's always a wildcard team to face. But it's now time for the first leg against Borussia Dortmund. We simulate the first leg and we play the second leg as it ends in a 2-2 draw. The good thing is we're at Anfield in the second leg. And it is now time for the second leg. Let's win this game and let's go on to the quarterfinals. And now it's a crosser for Borussia Dortmund into Julian Brandt. And I didn't even take the keeper out there. And Dortmund take a 3-2 lead in aggregate. And now it's Anthony Gordon. Gives it into Mohamed Salah, who finds Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is looking for a through ball. He finds Mohamed Salah. It falls into Alexander Isak with the low driven. It's blocked, but it falls back into Salah with the finesse. And Kobo gets another save. And now it's Alexis McAllister. Gives it into Mohamed Salah, who finds Florian Wirtz. We need an equalizer in the second half. Florian Wirtz takes one more touch before sending the through ball. Mohamed Salah, we need you to turn up. Mohamed with a shot, and it goes in. It's 3-3 in aggregate. We equalize the game. Let's go. And now it's Milos Kerkez does find Anthony Gordon. Takes a touch. Gives it into Florian Wirtz. We need a nasty through ball here, Wirtz. It's a through ball to Alexander Isak versus his own teammates. And no, Kobo again with another save. Florian Wirtz looking for this cross in. He does find the cross into Tyler Dibbling. It falls into Kerkez. Finish it. No, we should have scored there. But here come Borussia Dortmund. Torreira with a ball into Pascal Gross. And here come Borussia Dortmund again. Please not concede. Great tackle from Gravenberg, but we lose it again. Frimpong misses the tackle. It falls into Gurasi. We get the ball off him, and no, it's going to be a free kick. Julian Brandt to take this free kick. If this goes in, it might be all over. We might be knocked out in the round of 16. It's Julian Brandt with a shot, and Alisson cannot get to it. 12 minutes left to go, and we're down. And now it's Milos Kerkez on the ball. Gives it into Tyler Dibbling. Here comes Tyler Dibbling. Gives it into McAllister, who it falls into Alexander Isak. Gives it to Florian Wirtz, through ball into Tyler Dibbling. This is beautiful football. Who's going to open up and help him though? Tyler Dibbling gives it to Alexander Isak, and it goes in against his own teammates. It's 4-4. We're back in this game. And we are now in extra time in the first half. It's Tyler Dibbling who got the assist to equalize the game. Alexander Isak finds Florian Wirtz once again, who gives it out wide into Milos Kerkez. Nobody is opening up here. McAllister gives it into Gravenberg. Gravenberg into Mohamed Salah. It's Mohamed Salah on the ball. Is anybody open up? Salah gives it to Isak, who gives it to Dibbling. He messes up, but Isak picks up the ball again, and he puts it away. He takes the lead against his own teammates. 3-2. But Dortmund are now ready to give up. It's Sadio Mane. Gives it into Karim the Dream Adeyemi, looking for the equalizer. Van Dijk with a tackle, and it's gonna be a penalty. I should have just trusted that Alisson would save him, man. At the end of the first half of extra time, Gurasi takes a pen. Alisson redeems Van Dijk though. Let's go. And now it's Karim Adeyemi in the ball. Great tackle from Konate. Gives it into Florian Wirtz, into Tyler Dibbling in the second half with a brilliant through ball to Isak. Can we end up this game 1v1 against the keeper, and it goes in. Isak secures his hat-trick. Dibbling with another assist from the substitution. We're going to the quarters. And the referee blows the whistle. Who are we facing next? And in the quarterfinals, we have Sporting, and it's the easiest opponent we could have gotten, unless Gyökeres is still there, and it's a 2-0 loss. We have lost to Sporting, and we are back at Anfield, but this time 2-0 down. We need some more Anfield magic tonight. And now it's Florian Wirtz with a through ball into Anthony Gordon. This is a great start already. Gordon with the cross in into Alexander Isak with the header. Israel makes a save, and here comes Anthony Gordon. Gives it into Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak turns, gives a through ball into Anthony Gordon. 1v1, cuts inside with a shot, and it's saved by Israel again, man. And now it's Florian Wirtz. Gives it into Anthony Gordon. Here come Liverpool on the attack. We need a goal desperately. We give it back into Florian, and now it's Florian Wirtz looking for Alexander Isak. He's offside though. Florian with a through ball instead into Anthony Gordon. Can he finish it this time around? And yes, he does. It's 2-1 in aggregate. We get a goal back. And now it's Anthony Gordon on the ball. Gives it into Alexander Isak. Isak cuts back. Gives it to Gordon, who falls into Florian. Florian looking to cut it inside. It's Florian Wirtz with a finesse. And just like that, in under 10 minutes, we have tied the tie-up. But here comes Sporting, who have not had many attacks in this game. We've been dominating. But at any moment, they can score and take the lead once again. It falls into Gyökeres. Alisson with a brilliant save. But here comes Sporting. No, I left Gyökeres all by himself versus Konate. Come on, rescue us here, Konate. With a shot, he cuts inside and it goes in. That is brilliant for probably the second best striker in the world. We're down again. But it's Florian Wirtz on the ball. Gives it to Tyler Dibling, who I need as a super sub once again. Dibling cuts back out wide. Through ball. Alexander Isak. 1v1 with a finish. No, he's offside. But already, Dibling was looking dangerous. Alexis McAllister gives it into Tyler Dibling. Through ball into Florian Wirtz. That's dangerous. Once again, Wirtz with a finish. He gets his second. It's 3-3, baby. We're back in this game. And now it's Sporting with the cross in from the corner. Clear it out, Wirtz. And no, Ignacio makes it 4-3 with 10 minutes left to go. We need a goal to extra time again. But here comes Tyler Dibling running down the wing. Beats the defenders once again. He is way too quick. It's Tyler Dibling. Lays it up to Alexander Isak. And it's a block. But Dibling with the follow-up. What is the keeper doing? Dibling has equalized. This guy is the brand new super sub for Liverpool. But despite that red card, we were not able to take advantage as we're going to penalties. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get a 300k as soon as possible. And to take the first penalty is Mohamed Salah. We do have the advantage here. Not only are they 10 men, but we are also better at penalties. Salah puts it away. That's 1-0 to us. And now it's Coindretti on the ball. Goes to the down the middle, and it's an in for Sporting. Up next is Alexis McAllister. Doesn't typically miss penalties. Do not start today. Bottom right. Israel makes a save. Come on, man. We're better at penalties. Brankanga goes to the left. We're screwed, aren't we? We're losing in this penalty shootout. Alexander Isak to take the next penalty here. He goes to the bottom right once again. It goes in. We desperately need a save. Alisson, I need you to turn up. And now it's nil for Sporting. Goes down the middle. Why? Why do they keep shooting down the middle? And now it's Tyler Dibling. He's been the hero so far in the Champions League. Bottom left. It goes in. But we need a save, man. Come on, St. Just for Sporting. Goes to the right. Alisson makes a save. That's what we needed. Florian Wirtz, do not miss this. We need you to score. Top right, it's saved. No, we're going to get knocked out. And now it's Araujo for Sporting. Goes to the right. Alisson keeps us in. Let's go. Virgil van Dijk, you're always cool as ice. Do not miss top left. Let's go. We're in the lead. Please, Alisson, save another penalty. It's Quenda. Goes to the right. Alisson makes another save. We're going to the semis. Oh my days. A masterclass from Alisson sends us to the next round. And in the semis, we have top of the group, AS Roma. This is going to be a tough first leg. Let's see how it goes. And it's a 3-3 draw. We're going to the second leg. And now it's time for the second leg. We are in Roma Stadium. 1 win away from going to the UCL final and winning Liverpool's first Champions League since 2019. And now it's Milos Kerkez on the ball. Gives it into Anthony Gordon, who finds Ryan Gravenberch and finds Mohamed Salah. Salah through ball into Alexander Isak. Straight away, we're looking to go 1-0 up. And yes, we do. What a brilliant start. 3 minutes in. 4-3 lead. Let's go. But here comes Bove on the ball. Gives it to Artem Dovbyk. Here comes AS Roma Kerkez with a brilliant tackle. Let's go on this counter. Kerkez gives it into Anthony Gordon, who finds Florian Wirtz. And here come Liverpool. Brilliant through ball. Back into Milos Kerkez. And here come Milos Kerkez, the left back. Milos gives it into Isak, and that goes in. 14 minutes in. 2-0 up, 5-3 in aggregate. I think we're going to the final, boys. But here comes Paulo Dybala, cuts inside, gives it to Bove. Bove gives it to Matias Sule. It falls into Cristante, and it goes in. 4 minutes after scoring, Roma get a goal back. And now it's Anthony Gordon on the ball. Gives it into Ryan Gravenberch. Mohamed Salah cut inside way too much. But it's Mohamed Salah into Alexander Isak, who's looking for the hat-trick. Gives it to Anthony Gordon back into Alexander Isak with a header. And it goes in. First half hat-trick for Alexander Isak. And here comes Mohamed Salah. Cuts inside. Gives it into Florian Wirtz. We're in the second half now. Alexander Isak to get his 4th goal of the game. And he does. This tie is over. It's 7-4. We're going to the UCL final. And the referee blows the whistle. We're going to the UCL final. But the question is, who are we facing? And in the UCL final, we'll be facing the greatest team of all time, Real Madrid. The team Trent went to, and the team Konate's going at the beginning of next season. But the question is, can we win Liverpool's first Champions League since 2019 against the team that beat them in 2018? And now it's Ryan Gravenberch gives it into Florian Wirtz. Florian gives it into Mohamed Salah. And here come Liverpool. Salah cuts inside. And now Mohamed Salah is waiting for somebody to run. He does find Alexander Isak with a shot from outside the box. Courtois with a brilliant save. But Rodrigo gets rid of Milos Kerkez, and this is not good. Here comes Real Madrid. You know they score a bunch of goals, and it's a through ball into Rodrigo with the cross in, into Mbappe. Virgil van Dijk with a brilliant block. It falls back into Jude Bellingham though. And now here comes Jude. He gets rid of my defender. Mbappe back into Jude, into Vinny. Alisson makes a save. Mohamed Salah is now on the run. Gives it to Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch turns around. Oh no. And here comes Real once again. Konate wins the ball back, and now it's Mohamed Salah. Under counter-attack, Salah gives it to Florian Wirtz. Isaac, make a run. It's a beautiful ball. Alexander Isaac is 1v1 against Courtois, and it goes in the 33rd minute. We take the lead against the greatest team of all time. But now it's been... But here comes Vinicius Jr. on the ball. With Vinicius with a cross into Rodrigo. Milos Kerkez. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh my days. If you would have scored, I would never hear the end of it. And now it's Anthony Gordon on the counter-attack. Can we actually make it 2-0 before halftime? It's Anthony Gordon running down the wing, sprinting down the wing. 1v1 against Courtois with a finish. And it goes in. I think we're going to be UCL champions. And here come Real Madrid in the second half. We know they could come back at any moment. That's why they are the kings of Europe. Great tackle from Van Dijk though. And now it's Tyler Dibbling with a through ball into Florian Wirtz. Dibbling being dangerous once again. Florian Wirtz cuts inside, gives it to Alexander Isak, near post finish. It hits the post. We could have won the game there. And here comes Trent Alexander-Arnold with the cross into Bellingham. Konate clears it out. We need one more goal and this game is over. McAllister gives it to Tyler Dibbling. And here comes Dibbling with a through ball into Alexis McAllister. Back into Dibbling. This is beautiful football from the two midfielders. Dibbling with the cross into Isak with a bicycle kick. It's all over. Liverpool for the first time in 2019 are UCL champions. And Virgil van Dijk lives the Champions League. We have given Liverpool yet again another Champions League, but of course there's still 2 goals in mind, and that is 2 Ballon d'Or winners, which surely one of our players will win this year. But of course, the main goal, and that is the treble. And this is our UCL winning squad. We got Alexander Isak at a 90 overall, Wirtz at a 91, Salah still at a 92. Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong have grown quite nicely. But a lot of these players did not grow like Anthony Gordon, McAllister, Van Dijk, and Konate, because they're all old or don't have much potential. But one guy that might be in the starting 11 next year is Tyler Dibbling, who was incredible in the Champions League. And here are the stats for the season. 51 goals and 15 assists for Salah. He might be the Ballon d'Or winner. 47 and 4 for Alexander Isak. 23 and 36 for Florian Wirtz. 13 and 14 for Tyler Dibbling. And 11 and 8 for McAllister, as Anthony Gordon was a little bit disappointing. And yes, Mohamed Salah finishes his story. He wins the first Ballon d'Or for us. And we are now in season number 2, and Ibrahima Konate has joined Real Madrid. That means we need to replace him. But we have also sold a couple more players this season just to get a little bit more money, because I have some big transfers in mind. And in terms of players we need to sign, we definitely need to sign like at least 2 center backs, because Gomez and Van Dijk are the only ones in the club. I think Anthony Gordon might need replacing. He had a terrible season last year, I can't lie. And maybe another center midfielder, as Gravenberch and McAllister haven't really grown too much. Just somebody to rotate with them. And the first player we are bringing in for 57 million, surprisingly, is an 86 overall Mark Guehi, 26 years old, the perfect replacement for Konate. And up next is a huge signing for 40 million plus Anthony Gordon. If we want to be treble winners, we have to get rid of the underperformers, and we're getting an 87 rated Javi Simons, who will be playing off the left. And our second to last signing is Kim Min-jae for 32 million, 83 overall. A little bit on the older side, but he's going to be mainly serve as backup in case we get suspensions or injuries. And the final signing we are making is a backup left mid in Malik Fofana for 40 million, 79 overall. I think he's a great addition to the squad, so Dibbling can focus on replacing Salah, and Fofana can focus on being the backup to Simons. And this is what the brand new starting 11 is looking like, with Javi Simons and Mark Guehi in the side, and even Mamar Sevilla have decided to give him game time, because he probably will go to a 90 if he plays every single game. As the goal for the season is very simple: win the treble with Liverpool. And we are now in March of the season, and we're sitting in first place with 79 points. The Premier League seems to be secured. In terms of the treble, the Carabao Cup, I was hoping to win this one, but City and Arsenal are in the final and we missed out. But thankfully, in the FA Cup, we are in round 6 as we face Chelsea up next. I'm sure that maybe we can get on to the final. And in terms of the Champions League, we finished in 3rd place this time around, as in the round of 16 we'll be facing PSG. Now, we're probably gonna struggle so much in this tie, but it's time for the first leg against probably the best team in the world right behind us. Can we go ahead and get a good first lead? And no, we lose 3-1. It seems like PSG are still better than us. But it is now time for the second leg. We are 3-1 down, but we are at Anfield. Let's see if we can produce some more magic like last season. For PSG, here comes John Evans. Here come Paris Saint-Germain. It's Vitinha. Great tackle from Gravenberch. We lose it again, but Gravenberch picks it back up. Can we go on this counter? Florian Wirtz through ball all the way to Alexander Isak. He's through 1v1 against Gianluigi Donnarumma. Cuts back with a finesse shot and it goes in. That's one goal back. It's 3-2. But now it's PSG once again. Calafiori running down that wing. Hussein for PSG gives it to Desiree Doué with a shot. Mamardashvili with a brilliant save. Florian Wirtz wins the ball back though. And here we go on the counter-attack to make it 3-2 in aggregate. Cuts inside. Gives it to Isak with a first time finish. It's blocked. Come on. But here come PSG right before halftime looking to extend their lead by 2 goals. Desiree Doué on the ball. Frimpong goes for the tackle. He brings him down. It's not a foul. We get lucky there. Bursts through ball into Mohamed Salah, who's been awfully quiet in this game. It's Mohamed Salah, gets rid of all the defenders versus Bremer, cuts inside, gives it to Florian Wirtz with a shot with his left foot, and it goes in. It's a screamer for Florian Wirtz. Right before halftime, we've equalized the tie. Here comes PSG on the ball, gives it to Desiree Doué, looking for the shot here. Please do not concede a goal. Randall Colomwani, Mamardashvili, brilliant save. And no, what is that? Mamardashvili, you gotta recover better than that. And here come Paris Saint-Germain, looking to take a 2-goal lead. It's Randall Colomwani with a shot. Great save for Frimpong. What are you doing though? But here come PSG. It's Randall Colomwani. Vitinha gives it to Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola through ball into Achraf Hakimi. We go for the tackle, and he gets brought down. It's gonna be a penalty. I made a mistake. And now it's Vitinha to take the penalty as he goes down the middle. 5-3. We have a huge mountain to climb in the next 28 minutes. And now it's Alexander Isak on the ball with a through ball into Javier Simic. He's through on goal. Can he finish? And yes, straight away after conceding, we've gotten a goal back. Come on, get the ball. Let's win this game. But now it's Bradley Barcola, gives it to Kvaratskhelia. Oh, Kvara destroys Virgil van Dijk. Kvaratskhelia versus Mark Guehi. He make the tackle, man. No, he can't. Great save from Mamardashvili. But now it's Bradley Barcola, gives it to Vitinha. Vitinha to Desiree Doué. 6-4. 15 minutes to score 2 goals to at least go to extra time. Mohamed Salah's on the ball right now, gives it to Tyler Dibling. We need him to turn up like he did last season. Gets rid of one. It's still Tyler Dibling looking to get rid of another, and he's holding it through ball into Mohamed Salah. Here comes Mo Salah, cuts inside, finesse with his left foot. Donnarumma with a brilliant save. Salah looking for the cross, and we need a goal now. It's a cross into Javi Simmons with a bicycle. It goes wide, and it's gonna be a penalty. We're taking that. And now Mohamed Salah, the most important penalty of your career as we're going for the treble. Top left, it goes in. 10 minutes to score 1 goal at least. And here come PSG once again. If they score, it's all over. Desiree Doué on the ball. We win the ball back. Guehi gives it to Tyler Dibling. Can we go on the counter-attack? It's still Tyler Dibling looking for somebody to make a run. Nobody has made it just yet. Dibling beats Jarrell Hato. It's still Tyler Dibling looking to cut inside here. Gives it into Alexander Isak. Isak with a finish. It's blocked. Javi Simmons. It's gonna be another penalty. Dibling does all the work. We need this goal desperately. Mohamed Salah against Donnarumma once again. He has to score this so we can at least go extra time. Mohamed Salah, and it goes in. We have done it. A huge upset. It's 6-6. We're going to extra time. And here come PSG. It's Gonçalo Ramos on the ball. Guehi goes for the tackle, misses. It's Vitinha with a shot. We're down again. 7-6. This game might be over. Tyler Dibling on the ball right before the second half. Please, referee, don't blow the whistle. It's a through ball into Alexander Isak. The chance to equalize before the second half of extra time. Trevella, it goes in. Let's go. We're back in this game. Florian Wirtz wins the ball back. 4 minutes left to go. Dibling into Mohamed Salah. And now it's Mohamed Salah looking for through ball. He finds Tyler is Dibling. Here comes Tyler Dibling, the super sub. And Dibling cuts inside. Tyler Dibling with a finesse. And Donnarumma makes a save, but it almost went in. One last corner before penalties. We need to score now. I do not want to go to pens. Van Dijk with a bicycle kick, and it goes in. El Capitano, Virgil van Dijk, has won us the game in the last kick of the game. The referee blows the whistle. We're going to the next round. This had to be the hardest team we have faced. And in the quarterfinals, we're facing Inter Milan, the little boys of the Champions League. Let's see how it goes. And it's a 5-0 victory, man. These guys suck. And now it's time for the second leg. We're not playing this game. We destroyed them in the first leg. Let's see how the second leg goes. And oh my days, another 5-0 victory, a 10-0 in aggregate. Inter Milan needs some fixing, man. And in the semifinals of the UCL, it's an all-English tie as we're facing Arsenal. Florian Wirtz is suspended for this first leg. Let's see how it goes. And it's a 1-1 draw. The second leg is at the Emirates, and it's going to be tough. But it's now time for the second leg. A tough draw in the first leg. I hope the second leg is more entertaining. But sadly, this game was so boring, and we're going to a penalty shootout against Arsenal. And to take the first penalty, is Jorginho as he goes straight down the middle. I knew he'd go straight down the middle. And now Mohamed Salah to take the lead for Liverpool in his UCL final. He goes to the bottom left and it goes in. Let's go. And now it's King Kai Havertz up next. Goes to the left-hand side and he misses. Oh my God, Kai Havertz has bottled it for Arsenal as McAllister goes to the bottom right. 2-0 lead, boys. Let's go. We might be going to the UCL final. Leandro Trossard to the next penalty. He goes to the right. Mamacibili makes a save. And now, if Alexander Isak scores this, we are going to the UCL final as he chips it down the middle. And we're going to the UCL final. Let's go, boys. But before the UCL final, we are now in the FA Cup final against City. And with the Premier League with the Premier League basically secured, we need to win this trophy in order to win the treble. If not, who even cares about the UCL final? And now it's Javi Simons on the counter-attack here, gives it into Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak with a through ball into Florian Wirtz. It was a little bit late, and now Florian sends it into Javi Simons. 1v1 against Ederson with a cross in into Alexander Isak, and it goes in. We take a 1-0 lead. And Tyler Dibley picks up the ball in the second half. We took out Javi Simons because he was struggling, and we kind of want to rest him for the final two. Tyler Dibley gets rid of one. He gets rid of a second. 1v1 against Ederson, and what a substitution. It's 2-0. We might win the FA Cup. And now it's Tyler Dibbling on the ball once again. It's still 2-0, but we're looking to get another goal. Gets rid of Kuzanov, and he gets rid of him again. It's Tyler Dibbling with a low-driven shot, and it goes in again. He gets a brace. What a substitute appearance. He has just secured us the FA Cup win. And Van Dijk lifts the FA Cup trophy. That is our first trophy for the treble. But let's see who we're facing in the Champions League final and see if we've secured the Premier League. And yes, we have secured the Premier League. But in the UCL final, we will be facing Manchester United. That is going to be, I'm assuming, an easy victory. But here are the stats for the season. 15 and 13 for Mohamed Salah. He might take the second Ballon d'Or that we need again. Alexander Isak, 45 and 3, 28 and 31 for Florian Wirtz, 18 and 60 for McAllister, 11 and 9 for Dibbling, 11 and 1 for Jota, and 10 and 18 for Javi Simons, as this is probably the final squad of this entire challenge. Isak at a 91, Wirtz at a 93, 89 for Simons, an 87 duo in the midfield alongside Salah at a 93. Our fullbacks both sitting at an 86 overall, an 88 rated Guehi and a 90 overall Virgil van Dijk. And you cannot sleep on an 89 rated Tyler Dibbling, who's been a super sub and might be important in this next game. And Mamacibili did hit that 90 like I predicted. But it's time for the UCL final, the Liverpool and Manchester United derby. I would have never thought I'd be facing United in this UCL final to win the treble. And now it's Ryan Gravenberch, gives it to McAllister, who finds Salah. Salah into Wirtz, through ball into Alexander Isak. 1-0 already, and Onana is still in goal. They're definitely losing this game. And now it's Alexander Isak on this run here, looking for a through ball, and he does find Florian Wirtz. Oh, where are the defenders? Wirtz cuts back, gives it to Javi Simons. 2-0. This Man United team, I don't know how they got to the final. And now it's Tyler Dibbling on the ball, gives it to Wirtz, back into Tyler Dibbling. Javi Simons has done enough in this UCL final. In the second half, Dibbling gives it to Mohamed Salah with a finish. Oh my days. What is this, man? What is this horrible defending? This game is over. And the referee blows the whistle. That was an embarrassing performance for United. I didn't even feel like scoring more goals. We're gonna be treble winners. And Virgil van Dijk lifts the Champions League 2 in a row for Liverpool, as we have given them their first ever treble. And surprisingly, Salah didn't win the Ballon d'Or. It was actually Virgil van Dijk. You know what? He deserved it. But Liverpool have now become one of the greatest teams of all time. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to find out how I won the Club World Cup with the worst team in the tournament.